Hey, it's JC, the Gospel-Centered Health Coach. Today I'm asking what may seem like a weird question, but I think it's one that we don't ask ourselves, those of us that follow Christ. Is willpower really God's system for change? I mean, think about it. That's the system we use, right? Especially when it comes to food issues, losing weight, trying to wrangle in our appetite, get it under control. Isn't willpower our default setting? We just, build it up, muster it up, like, okay, I need to just get myself under control. We put little things on our mirror and little reminders on our phone and pump ourselves up and muster it up and think, okay, and just pray that the willpower is going to last long enough to do something, right? And then how often it doesn't. Is that God's system for change? Is it? Does it come out of the scriptures? Or is it just our world's philosophy that we've been taught as we've grown up and introduced to through our culture, our society? It's how everyone else does it, and we just got on that train and thought, okay, this is how you do it, I guess. And yet we fail and we fail and we fail because willpower is limited resource, right? It doesn't last. And so all of a sudden we're failing again and again, and we never stop to ask ourselves, wait, do I need to approach this another way? Is there another way in the scriptures that God outlines for man to change, to gain self-mastery, to control some of these difficult things that we seem to fail at again and again? I think you know where I'm going with this. No, there's absolutely a different plan in the scriptures. The problem with willpower, besides it being limited, the thing I think that has hit me more and more lately is when you rely on willpower to try to diet or, control anything about your flesh, you can last as long as life is kind of in control, right? But so many different things can happen to completely derail your willpower. Stress, meltdowns, family issues, boss issues at work, like PMS. There's so many normal everyday stresses that can just completely hit out of nowhere, and there you go, down you go. The willpower just evaporates. And so it's so dependent on a life that's in this little box, and none of us live in that box. So it's never something that ever is going to work in the long term. But the Lord has another plan. I mean, I just think maybe we've used it in our other parts of our life, and we're like, oh yeah, duh, I knew that. But we never applied it to our efforts with changing our health and trying to overcome our issues with food. I'm going to share 3 quick scriptures. One you probably thought of maybe when I started talking about this. I use it a lot, but we have to have it on the table if we're going to talk about willpower and the other option. It's Galatians 5:22, where Paul talks about the fruit of the Spirit. He gives a long list. He talks about the fruit of the Spirit. When you're filled with the Spirit, you're going to experience love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. That last word is tricky. We don't use that one a whole lot. But temperance in the Greek means self-control. Self-control. It's what we're looking for when we make these changes, right? But this verse tells us it's a fruit of the Spirit. It's a gift that comes from the Lord. It's not something we muster up. It's not willpower, this inner strength that we're trying to rely on. It's a gift, an empowering gift to give us control over the flesh. In fact, in verse 16, Paul says, walk in the Spirit and ye shall, oh, I need my glasses. Walk in the Spirit and ye shall not fulfill the lusts of the flesh. Isn't that what we're trying to do? He tells us right there what the plan is. You walk in the Spirit, you let the Lord fill you with self-control. And you won't fulfill the lusts of your flesh. You'll have the strength you need to eat in a way that honors your body and that doesn't harm your body. Let's go through just 2 more really quick. 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. He gives us not the spirit of failure, fear, I'll never master this. He gives us a spirit of power that gives us the strength to do these things. Again, a gifting from him, not from inside us that we have to muster up. Willpower, white knuckle, I can do this, pump myself up. It's from him, and it's godly. It has strength beyond our own. Let's do one more. 1 Corinthians 10:13. There hath no temptation taketh you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it. Okay, food is a huge temptation. It's everywhere. Foods that especially harm our health. Everywhere. Everyone's eating them. All the Walmart checkout, everywhere you go, gas station, it's everywhere. That temptation is everywhere. And if you have been in a place of food addiction like me, or emotional eating, and you're under stress and you're tired, and there that temptation is. And it's been there for you 1,000 times. This verse is very clear. He's not going to suffer you to be tempted above what you're able to bear, but you bear it as he makes a way to escape. It says he will make a way to escape, and his way is to fill you with the Spirit, to fill you with his power. It's not willpower. So if you want to learn more, I have some links below that you can check out. I talk about this a lot in my podcast, in my online classes. We've got to shift gears. If we really want to be healed, really want to have our health in a way that we can honor our body, that we can feel good, finally have this under control, this raging food monster. It'll never come through willpower, but it can come through the almighty power of God by being filled with the Spirit, filled with his grace, and filled with that self-control that can only come through him. I hope that was helpful. Thanks so much for joining me today.